Well, that thing ran pretty cool. I'm kind of happy with that. How y'all doing tonight? Let me readjust this camera. So, as you know, this channel has been. What the heck? Okay. It just stuck in and out on me. So, hang on a second, please. Okay, sorry. Weird, just stuck in and out on me. Ooh, I forgot to change that. I will have to in the future. But still, this channel's been going through a massive rebrand, okay? First and foremost, as you know, we've got the brand new name across the tabletop. I think it really I think it really speaks to us as gamers because that's where we all do everything, right? Is right across the tabletop. Secondly, this was the name of the live stream across the tabletop, but now it's the channel name. I had to switch it up. Now, if you are familiar, I'll get to the role here in a moment. If you are familiar with Warhammer 40K, you guys know the warp distorts everything. Mankind is caught because of the warp. So I thought that was kind of cool. Tales from the Warp, stories coming out of it. Anything we want to bring to the gaming channel, we're going to bring to the gaming channel. I'm broadcasting on both tonight. Well, I should say all my channels tonight because we got a lot we got to get out. There's a lot of things I think that needs to be said. So let's get this roll call going right away. Joshua Riggs, what's going on? King Ginger, how you doing, my brother? Bill, I'm serious, man. You got to leave my 8-ball alone, bro. All right? It goes through enough as it is on its own, just being part of that other channel. Why you got to corrupt it, man? Why? You hate me that much? It's good to see you here, brother. Okay, my original premise for tonight, I had a guest scheduled, but, things happen. They're brand new getting into 40K, Hey, not a problem, my brother. How do you like the new name for the live stream? Tales from the Warp. Kind of cool, huh? Kind of edgy, huh? What's going on, some chef? Like I said, my goal tonight was to have a guest on who's just starting into Warhammer 40K, and we were going to talk about things to do as a beginner. But we'll get there too. The other little bit of housekeeping I really want to get out of the way is remember, over on Jersey Joe's channel, the 23rd of this month is the charity auction. Please, if you feel like you can donate an item, donate an item. If you feel you want to show up and bid, please show up and bid and have a little bit of fun. It's going to be an interesting night. What's going on, Jason? So make sure to check that out because everything's going to a good cause. All right. The other thing I really want to throw out there. Oh, Sober Chef. It gets addictive quick, buddy. It really does. Because you can start off with a small force, but you're like, oh man, I want to add. And yeah, we're going to talk about that. If you feel you're in a position where you feel you're being forced out, that's for the gatekeepers. I keep seeing this all the time when I hop online, and it's only seemed to be targeting women. And I'm getting really tired of it. Nobody owns this hobby. Nobody owns it. Well, Games Workshop, but you know what I'm saying? They own this little part. Nobody can tell you that you're not welcome. Don't let those people get in here because I watched a live stream earlier on Instagram for a company that called it quits. I'm sorry they feel they need to leave and close up shop. It's a damn good company. I'm sorry to see them go. But this... Hey, Courier 6, how you doing, my brother? This game is fun, and it is supposed to be fun. Granted, like I've told a bunch of friends, when you start painting, unless you have an art background, it's a rite of passage that your first couple miniatures are going to look like crap. They just are. I'm looking at the ones I just painted from a year ago and went, oh God, what was I thinking? Because I'm watching more videos now. I'm trying different techniques. We have different paints now than I ever had 20, 30 years ago when I first started. Anybody who's ever put together a model car, you know the problem with Tester's paints where you had that nauseating stuff to clean your paintbrush in because everything was all oil-based, and it was like, ooh, that smell and everything. Yeah, you know. Don't worry about what people say about paints. If it works for you, use it. I mean, raise your hand if, or leave a comment if when you started miniature painting, you went to Walmart or like Michael's or some big department store and bought the 50 cent, big tubes because they were cost affordable and you started working with those. I still have some of those in my collection. For brown, for the basing, for the miniature, blacks and whites. What up, E-Rock? How you doing, my brother? I'm sure if you're here, Vato will be trolling you in a moment, so watch out, bro. I know that some companies out there have grabbed artwork and put it up like it was theirs. And I know you're supposed to boycott companies, but man, if their paints work for you, use them. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, that unit's trash. Don't use that unit. It sucks. See? I still use them. I really, really do. I was going to say, you know how much of a pain in the butt he was when I had to mix all the pigments and everything and the corners of the earth I had to go through to get him happy? Woo! E-Rock, I've already been through it. So, but yeah, don't let anyone tell you that unit's trash. If you want to build it, get it, have fun with it, Nobody can tell you what you should field in your force. Now, granted, there are some units out there that are horrible, but hey, like I mentioned last time, I just got a Land Speeder Storm in. It's no longer legal, can't use it. It's a land speeder that drops off scouts. I like the look of it. It reminded me of the Little Birds from, the U.S. Army SOAR. So there was something to me about a bunch of guys wanting to get behind enemy lines, jumping off a land speeder. I went, I got to paint that. Paint it. Have fun. I can't stress it enough. This game is supposed to be fun. This hobby is supposed to be fun. Granted, you're going to spend a lot of money getting into it because glue, primer, paints, sealer, Oh, my God. What up, Shaky? You will spend a lot of money getting into it, but do it in small chunks. Seriously. I got to film a video tomorrow for Games Workshop's Legion, the Custodes Combat Patrol. That's a great way, combat patrols, to get a viable force. Because from what I understand, with 10th edition, or they're calling it Leviathan, it's going to be more combat patrol oriented. So experiment, have fun. Don't worry if on the special. Hey, I got a bunch finished. I really, really do. Right now, I won't lie, I'm going through that little Custodes bit, and I have to go back to my Space Wolf force just to get a break from gold. I'm getting a little bit tired of gold. I've got a great recipe for it. But as some of you may have seen with this channel, I got the Army Painter Speed Paint 2.0 Mega Box set in. I'm really curious about those golds that I got in there, if they can match the recipe I've got for my Custodes. Seeing how I just put together today 15 Sisters of Silence. And yeah, I was able to flush out the Prosecutor Squad, the Sisters with Bolters. I was able to make a 5-woman Witch Seeker Squad. They've got Flamers. And the Pergola, the ones with swords. So I got a 5 squad of those. So I'm going to be able to play around a little bit and see if what I can do, what I can match, what I can play with, that kind of thing. Oh, that's twice tonight. My internet really isn't liking me. Sorry, everybody. I just see it come and go. I'm getting like the weak signal thing up here on my screen, and I'm like, oh, wonderful. Maybe it's not liking me broadcasting more than 2 channels. I don't know. But I mean, this hobby is fun. It's a way to escape your reality. I mean, come on. You're painting little figures. Little figures. You're assembling little figures. You're assembling tanks. You're assembling, grav bikes and grav tanks and grav this. You can even buy from Forge World, which they're spendy because they're all resin and they're coming from overseas. So yeah. It's dead. So I guess the lag is back because I canceled the no lag zone. So it's my own fault, right? Got to pay for it somehow, righty? No, I didn't see that. Oh, dude. Sorry. Wow. Makes you wonder if Goldschlager is really gold in there, right? Yeah, come on. Like you don't know what Goldschlager is. We were drinking classy crap way back when to get our cinnamon breath. I don't know. Some of my all-time fondest memories are you go to the gaming store and you pick a fight. You show up, set your table up, and just roll dice and have fun. And that's what this Across the Tabletop is all about. All right, point set match. Shut up, Shaky. Love you, brother. Just being able to show up, find a gaming group in your area. Come on. They're everywhere, okay? In my little podunk town, I've even got one. Find a great local gaming store in your area. Like for me, where I'm at, Docking Bay 93 is what I've got. So I rock with them as much as I can. I hate the fact that, it's almost like I'm stabbing in the back when I do a review. And I'm like, it's this much on Amazon or this much on Games Workshop. I always really just want to say and sit and just go check your local gaming store, Yeah, flashbang. Yeah, those were the days, huh? We were the fittest alcoholics ever on the planet, and I will always say that. Seriously, we really, really were the fittest alcoholics. It's fun. And that's one of the reasons why I'm loving Across the Tabletop so much. It is so much fun to be able to get this stuff and have these great, I don't know, memories of way back when and see what's happened and see where it's going. I'll admit, I'm trying really, really heavily not to look at any of the spoilers for 10th. I really want to be surprised. Have I seen what's in the box set? Yeah. It's worth every penny, in my opinion. Now, did I wish I got an Indominus box set? Yeah. But I've got all the Marines that are in there, and I don't do Necrons. And none of my kids want to go play with the death robots, so yeah, It's like, why? Just why? It's just, unless you're doing it, it's hard to describe it to you. That joy of sitting down at your paint table, getting everything set up, and losing 8 hours creating something. I remember when I got, I can't remember which version of Warhammer Fantasy it was, when Archon came out on his demon mount, the horse, the horse with the flaming hoofs and everything. I think I spent 20 straight hours painting that because I just got lost in everything and I didn't realize how much time was going on. You get up to stretch and snap, crackle, pop. You're doing the old man. God bless it. And you sit back down and get right at it. A good light source is critical when you're first starting to paint. It's really hard to paint in a dimly lit room because you're going to screw up a whole bunch of stuff. And most gaming stores have incredible lighting. So you're going to go in and be like, wow, I forgot that. Ooh, I forgot that. Yeah, I forgot that. Get used to being comfortable, turning miniatures around and coming at them from weird angles. Get used to getting near your light source to get in that one little crack and go, I see you. Find ways to simplify problems. I hated gemstones on power armor. I really, truly did until I found the Army Painter Metallics gemstone. One touch, boom, gone, done, beautiful. Or like the Army Painter air paints. I've been told they are the perfect consistency to just go right out of the bottle and go, right on the miniature. That's the critical thing for me. Like, any of this stuff you get into, it becomes addictive. Okay. Anybody who tells you is not is full of crap. All right. Flat out crap. Knowing when to step back and let something go. I liked Conquest: The Last Argument of Kings. I love the miniatures. I love the fantasy lore. I love the fact that that company was player driven. You got to help write the lore. You got to help pick the next factions. You got to help push what's coming next. I thought that was phenomenal. They have incredible customer service. The miniature sculpts are only so much better. And it's the exact opposite. Like with Games Workshop, you want to roll high. Conquest, you really want to roll low. Ones and twos are like fives and sixes for Warhammer. But I had to cut that loose because no one plays it in my local area. I couldn't justify spending, 200, 300 bucks a month going, cool, I can flush this unit out from 20 to 25, and this unit, I can get this special character when I'm not playing it. It's kind of hard. You've got to learn how to cut it back. Like with the Horus Heresy books, 54 of them. It's hard finding them all, and I'm not dropping 200 bucks for a single book, like I said in that Valerian and Alea video I did for Across the Tabletop. It was already hard for me to drop 60 bucks for 2 figures, but I figure when I'm doing single characters, you're paying 28 to 30 anyway. So 2 of them that were named from a couple years ago, it was a really, really good pickup. But all this gets spendy, especially when you get that miniature in. You need, plastic glue or super glue. You've got to have something to clean it. You've got to have the clippers to get it off the sprue. You need an X-Acto knife to clean things up. You got to prime it. You got to paint it. You should seal it. You better seal your miniatures, because when you've been painting for a really long time and you really love what's on it, you want to give it that love, that care, that everything, just to keep it nice and safe. Especially around my house with 3 little monsters. Just everything from seal it. So if you're putting it on your shelf and you're not doing that whole drape a towel over the front so dust can't get at it, your miniatures will get dusty over time, so you're going to need to clean them. And I'm not talking with, oh my God, let's get a bleach wipe and, wipe the Clorox wipe it down. It's like, no. Dude, I've got to give you credit. I got to give you credit. That stuff is good. That is really, really good. I honestly thought with everything you jammed in there, Trav, that it was going to be a nightmare. Nope. Pretty good. See, here's like another guy who's found a new hobby. Gary, that first rug looks amazing, dude. I can't wait to see what you're going to do next. I really, really can't. Granted, it's not like a tabletop wargaming thing, but still, most welcome on this channel. I'd love to have you on someday on this channel and talk about your hobby with rugs, because something different, something creative, something with that process that goes in there, I'm sorry. I thought you put up the finished product. I'm sorry. I like the way it looks, though. It looks pretty good from what you've shown. Trav, seriously, man, where we go here? Just because I really want to highlight this. I was shocked, and I got it in the exotic, so you're the first one I've ever tried in the exotic. But I do have to say it like this, seeing how most of us are adults. It's a little weird getting your face squirting something at me when I'm putting it on my face. I got to get over that. I might have to put a piece of tape over your face, bro. Just saying. What's going on, man? Okay. Well, sorry. It looks pretty freaking cool. But yeah, so I can't stress this enough. When you're getting into it, have fun. Seriously, have fun. One of the best things I can tell you to do is go to your local gaming store, hang out, ask questions, Well, unofficial Ken, seeing how I'm broadcasting on a couple channels, don't care. I got Travis's combo with Jolly Old Fat Man. So, yeah, get oil out of that. It's like Travis is squirting on you. I'm just saying. Just saying. Gotta put a big old piece of tape over them, you know? Going on, JP? Go to your local gaming store, hang out, listen, watch the games, okay? Because you can pick up an awful lot. And you can pick up, some tips and tricks. Ask players, you know? I loved how my son, because he's getting into orcs and he's assembling his little box set a little bit at a time. I love how he asked the dude, he's like, so what's the best advice you have for me? And he goes, roll high, roll sixes, Wiley, don't get me started on that freaking top. Today is the first time I ever got the top to work correctly, and I'm like, it figures. It's Travis squirting on me. My other one with Boston, I literally ripped the top off, I broke it, and I unscrewed the cap and then rescrew it back on when I got to seal it. What is up, Triple B? Tonight we're talking about getting started in Warhammer 40K and the fact that, remember, the charity auction over on Jersey Joe's channel, 23rd, show up. I'm sharing it on all my channels. I'm sharing it everywhere that I can. Just come and have a good time. I did see that. I'll be honest with you. It shocked me, but I understand his reasons, and it is what it is, right? It is what it is. See, I think GameStop is the devil. I really do. Oh, I can't remember the name of that channel, but that guy used to work for him and just roasts them all the time with all the inside information. Oh. Well, okay. You're in California, so I know there's some good stuff in there, but Amazon's a great source to find some miniatures. And there's also, if you type in like Google searches, it's going to turn up some incredible things. Like when I was doing my Nords for Conquest, I found some Viking themed scenery that I was going to be able to pull, lay out on a board. And yeah. Oh no, Wiley, I'm not kidding. Bro, there's the Boston bottle. I ripped the damn thing right off. I couldn't get it to work. I broke it. So now I just unscrew that, get what I need, and keep moving forward. Like I said, show up, talk to people. I'll admit, I could probably talk for like 9 hours on just the virtues of Space Wolves and how much fun I've had with them. I could probably do about 3 hours. Shut up, Travis. They're once you figure them out. Until you figure them out, they're not easy. Nope. Use Etsy to order custom minis. Yeah. There's a channel out there. It's called Major Kill. At first, I thought he was an incredible ass, But since I've been watching him, he's 3D printing his own, but he has to pull a bunch from his store because they're very similar to a lot of stuff from Games Workshop, and they're very, very peculiar about their IP. JP, my first 8 years out of college, I worked at Electronics Boutique. Yeah. Like I said, I've heard nothing but bad things about GameStop. I really, truly, really, really, truly have. Lucky I love you. Lucky I love you, brother. You guys are going to have a good year. You really, really are. Have an incredible night, Trav. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I did see that, and I'm trying to figure out how to say this, okay? Because I don't want to slam them. I don't like their blends. I really don't. I like the thing behind them because, oh, Lord. There's another fantasy-themed men's grooming company out there, Beard Sorcery. They were featured heavily on Play on Tabletop, which is another great reason why we have unofficial sponsor on this channel, because I like that idea of let's bring these men's grooming products into the wargaming world, because how many of you, leave a comment, especially if you're on the Replay Squad. Matter of fact, I love you guys. If you're watching up to this point, you haven't hit Replay Squad, if you're coming in later, Please, hashtag Replay Squad. You guys have been the backbone of my channel, and I hope you know you're welcome on this one as well. You guys are freaking amazing. When you go to tournaments or you go to the gaming store, you want people to wash their nasty ass and brush their teeth so that, the tabletop theme one, the tabletop beards, I looked at them. I like the fact that they're leaving links to very, very popular tabletop wargaming stuff and other things. But I don't like their carrier blend. I really don't. I think their beard butter has one butter, and it's the same carrier blend as their beard oil. I wasn't impressed by it, so we're gonna have to wait and see how it goes. I really think they're trying to capitalize off of beard sorcery and take it to a different level, but they need to do a little bit different with it, Hate you, Shaky. Okay, kind of surprised. Okay, I've only seen a couple things from Games Workshop. I have one of their DVDs. It's really freaking horrible. For the hour-long movie they tried to do where the Ultramarines land on a planet that's overtaken by chaos and bring a demon back and they got to kill it was horrible. But I've seen Games Workshop short films. Like, go look up the Leviathan launch video. When they can do things like that, I'm like, why aren't you doing something better? But Henry Cavill is bringing something to Amazon, from what I've heard, with the full blessing and everything. So hopefully it's going to get a lot better. The Avengers live action style, I think they had that with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I think they really dropped the ball with trying to work in other things and the way they went with it. That's just me. I think they seriously dropped the ball. Yeah, it looks totally sus to me because the carrier blend doesn't look good. Like I said, the beard butter, from what I remember correctly, because I just saw them on Facebook a little bit ago, one butter and the carrier blend of the beard oil. So yeah, I'm holding off on it. I don't want to give them my cash right now because no. This is going to sound so horrible. I would rather go out and buy another unit for my custodians force than give them money for some beard oil that's going to piss me off. If I want a beard oil that's going to piss me off, I'll just go get Cremo. So, I mean, okay, samples are always a good way to go because hopefully you're not going to pay a lot and you're going to be able to get to try them out, have a little bit of fun with them. But I don't know. It just looks so fucking basic to me, It just really, really does. Yeah, exactly, Thought you'd throw that in there sooner or later, my brother. Yeah, but I know I'm going to misquote him. I love how Dan C. put it when you had the Wolf and Iron tragedy that, from my channel, the stuff that Dan was very, very kind to do the review for his. You've got to have the supporting cast to protect your quarterback, for lack of a better phrase. One or two items I don't think are a good way to go. Now, putting 850,000 of them in there, no. But every beard is different, and every beard reacts differently to things. Like, straight argan oil in my beard makes it straw, where for other people, they love it. Okay. Yeah, okay, I get that. Yeah, that could be cool. That really, really could be cool. Okay, next thing we're going to talk about real quick is paintbrushes for your miniatures. All right. Look, I love Artis Opus. They're kind of spendy. Winsor Newtons are great. They're kind of spendy, but you first start. Walmart has great little synthetic brushes that will help you start and will help you learn control, and it will help you learn different things. That's where I used to get all my dry brushes from until recently I have switched over to makeup brushes. Oh, well, Wiley, there's your soundbite, bro. Seriously. Makeup brushes are the best dry brushes, period. The rounding, the fact it disperses more of the paint, it gives you more of an even coat that doesn't look really, really chalky. That's the way you want to go. I think that the Army Painter has some incredible brushes that are out there. Once you get used to their triangle on the brush thing, it's supposed to be ergonomically whatever. I really think that Games Workshop has stepped up their game with their paint brushes as well. Their small layer brush and their medium layer brush are two that I use on the daily, Have an incredible peaceful night, Shaky. Thanks for stopping in. You loved here, brother. One day we're going to have to get you on and talk about some of the stuff you've done, like Dungeons and Dragons and that card game you were doing. Brush control is important. Not clogging up your brushes is important. Learning how to use a good brush cleaner is very, very important. I will admit, after a while with my dry brushes, they go right into the brush cleaner, get them all cleaned up. Because dry brushes, you beat them the fuck up. For some companies, yeah, I agree. If the product in it is good and it works, boom. I clean my regular brushes about once every 2 weeks, I'll put it right there, Gary. Right there. Right there. We can talk. I'll put it there just for you, bro. Seriously, I really will. Yep, and that's the one I got to look up because I keep promising the cuteness factor because she has all those Deadpool ones that she wants to play, but there's really no rules that we can find, Seriously, G, right there. Wouldn't it be perfect? A big old phallic shaped symbol right under that? As your way of telling me, fuck you, you'll never get that again? Yeah, like my other brushes, once every 2 weeks. Unless it's like a really, really heavy beating, like you're going through a lot and you can see the paint creeping up into the ferrule, that part where the metal connects to the brush. Then I want to get them clean as soon as possible, Oh, dude. I'll talk to Joe. That could be cool. That could be flat out cool. I'm not putting this channel anywhere anytime soon. I'm having way too much fun with Across the Tabletop. It is open to every bit of gaming. If it's video gaming, great, because, well, my good buddy Beard of the North, he's not letting me forget that I haven't beat the king yet in, God of War. Well, God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, I know. Love you, Wiley. Asshole. I know. I haven't looked them up on YouTube yet. I keep promising her, and I keep kind of forgetting a little bit. So she's been reminding me of it recently. That's her polite way of saying, hey, fat boy, do the job. Let me know when, bro. Seriously. You have an open invite. Like I said, my good buddy Dan, I have yet to beat the king in God of War, Ragnarok, and he keeps riding me on that one. So one of these days I'm going to have to sit down and actually try to do it. I am at that point where I think I have to break and get a PS5 because all the new games are next-gen console only. Like, I really want to play Jedi Survivor, but I can't. It's not on the 4. It's on the 5. What was it? Gotham Knights came out. I really, truly wanted to play that, seeing how it's a big Batman gaming thing in the family. Can't. It's on the 5. So I like the fact that you can play 4 on the 5, but you can't play, obviously, 5 on the 4, Oh, she's got a crap load of Deadpool stuff. She really does. Every time she was good, that's how we bribed her to be good for a while. Want to go to the gaming store on Saturday? We'll be good. Okay. Oh, I will say this, though. With Citadel Paints, if you find one, that's the Games Workshop brand. If you find one that you love and you're using a lot, don't be afraid to buy extras. Like, I'm really afraid they did away with Rust Gray. I can't find it anymore online at a reasonable price. I'm not paying $20 plus shipping for a small pot of paint when my gaming store usually has them for $3.50. But when I'm looking on Games Workshop's web store and they're going no longer available online as opposed to sold out, I'm wondering if they got rid of it. So don't be afraid to stock up on colors you use a lot because you never know when the manufacturer is just going to go, no, we're done. I just want to play it for the Boba Fett scene, that I've seen happen. I'm a Star Wars nerd. I always have been my whole life. And the fact that Ian from Shameless is a Jedi, come on. I loved, I loved Fallen Order. I didn't like the fact that you had to keep going back to planets as you progressed, but there was only like 5 planets. What was it? Dagobah? The Dead Planet? Oh God, I hated that one. I really, really, truly hated that one. Oh, I hated that planet. Really can't tell. I can't remember what the beast is called. The beast on Mandalore. I'll admit I marked out when Katie Sackhoff was going down to save him, and the beast opened its eyes, and now it's part of her sigil. I was like, oh, that is just too cool. That is just absolutely too cool. I really hope the Mandalorian's not dead after 3 seasons. I've heard rumors that's it. They're not going to do any more with him. And I'm like, oh, come on. So he just retires to a cottage in the middle of the country with Grogu? Huh? No. But I will admit, I like Grogu running from the damn Praetorian Guard, Whoops, where'd it go? Thank you. No, yeah, like, okay, that's probably Dathomir or whatever, where Savage Opress and Darth Maul came from. That planet, with the witch sisters that are force sensitive. No, I mean, I get it. It got repetitive. That's the only way I can put it. It got kind of repetitive. But that's just me. Coming from a guy who basically played Arkham Knight for 5 months straight trying to get everything done, Yeah. Well, Chris Perez. Lady L, how we doing? Like I said, I played that. Hey, it's been a while. I'm old. I just remember the sisters. And those are the same ones that had control of Oz Ventress for a while. Which reminds me, I got to see what that figure is worth. Yeah, I've got Star Wars figures. I know up here you can see some. Well, not so much on that one, but I'm not going to really rearrange it. But they're like all over. I was, buying figures back when the Clone Wars stuff came out. And I am a huge Clone Wars mark. I am kind of pissed off the Bad Batch is ending. But, I really like that aspect. I really thought that neat little screw up Clone Force was a lot of fun. And just how they did with some of the characters, Lady L, it is always, always good to see you. It really is. And I get where they have to do that. It's like with any other game, okay? Whether you're playing Assassin's Creed, you can't go into certain areas because they'll just fucking kick your ass. I remember in Odyssey seeing skulls above people's head, and I'm like, I can get him. And spending 2-3 hours trying to get the guy, and you're like, no, I can't. I got to come back when I'm a bit more powerful. And then you show up and you're so overpowered, you're like, one strike, haha. Or Valhalla. I know a lot of people hated Valhalla. I love the storyline. I love the things you had to do. It kept me interested for a very, very, very long time. And there's stuff I still need to go back, like with the trials. I haven't golded everything, so yeah. Hey, they got to make that money. Those microtransactions, But we're going to switch to something here real quick because May is Mental Health Awareness. Okay. You guys know, and anybody who's watched my channel, I talk about this an awful lot because your mental health is critical to everything in your life. We all suffer. We all have problems. We all have things that go on. I will tell you honestly, there was a point where I spent, I think it was $40 for Karn the Betrayer. I don't do Chaos. Of course, I may be starting a Death Guard. There's something about Nurgle's story that just really grabs me. not Nurgle, excuse me, Mortarion. Well, in certain ways, yes. I'm not even going to argue that you're correct, because I went back to try to play Assassin's Creed 1, and I felt so lost doing certain things, but it was still fun to try things a little differently. So I get exactly what you're saying. Like I said, I bought Karn. I didn't have any of the official sealer from the Army Painter or Games Workshop, so I keep seeing how people are using car part sealer, like Krylon and stuff like that. So this one dude went, this is the only brand I ever used from Krylon. This is the only one. Go get it. Went and got it. Sprayed freaking Karn. And I about cried because I thought the miniature was ruined. The primer really didn't attach to the plastic. It was splotchy in certain areas. It was horrible in certain areas. And I about lost it thinking about, I just spent $14 on this primer. I just spent 40 plus shipping to get Karn here. That's money that's wasted. If you ask my kids, one of the things I hate the most is wasting money. You know, when I go to a store, you've got a plan. Does every dollar I spend actually equate to something good? No. But I try to make sure at least 90% does. Well, that the better half knows about. Hey, Rushung, how you doing, brother? But I had to put it down. I had to step back and get myself under control and realize all the stuff I've been bringing to the channel. I had brush on primer. I totally forgot about it. Till I was sitting there just seething and count to 10, count to 10. Ooh, what's that? Ooh. So I was able to save it. And you guys saw the Karn the Betrayer video. Sometimes, and I've said this before, you need to step back to step forward. There's always a way forward. It may not just be that straight line that we all love where you go A, B, C, D, E, F. Sometimes you got to end around to get where you got to go. I have learned this. Got to be careful with those addictions. You really, really do. And tabletop wargaming is a massive one. Come on. Way cool, brother. Like I said, sometimes you got to do that end around. Because you'll get where you need to go eventually. It's a process. And no. Yeah, actually, I'm going to do it for Barbados Joe. It's a journey, diva. You will get there. It's just how much you're going to struggle to do it. When are you going to step back and realize you're only hurting yourself and putting stumbling blocks in your way until you can realize that you're the issue? And it applies for so much in life. I feel you on that one, Lady L. I really, really do. It's okay to be frustrated. It's not okay to take your frustrations out on people. Because if you're a dirty, nasty, vile person who's trying to destroy somebody else, you're not going to get far in life. Hatred only gets you so far. Does everything work perfectly for me? Nope. Not at all. Thank you, Russ. Thank you. You heard the man, even though he is a dirty Oriole fan. Like I said, one day I'm going to have to do here's the room, here's the walls, here's the pile of shame, here's the pile of shame for miniature collecting. Oh, look, here's the painting supplies. Oh, look, here's the stuff for painting, crafting, and that kind of stuff, you know? Press forward. Seriously, press forward. Don't tear someone down to try to advance your goals. I got told this once. Everybody you step on your way to the top is that ash you're going to have to kiss when you're falling off your pedestal. Be genuine. Be who you are. Don't be evil to people. Trust me, there's enough crap in this world that'll make your freaking head spin. It really will. Hop on Twitter. Just graze for a little bit. You'll sit there and go, why? Just why? I freely admit, I started my Twitter account a long time ago to see what baseball players were doing, because some of those guys are very funny online, and follow porn stars. Now all of a sudden, I can't get away from politics no matter what I'm doing. So, yeah, it gets evil quick. Focus on that good. Focus on getting yourself set right. Talk to somebody. You would be amazed at your darkest little hour if you're sitting inside your bunker, Courier 6, and you're having those thoughts, just reaching out to someone and going, dude, how are you? Hey, can we talk? Hey, I'm going through something right now. I want to unload. Hey, I'm not feeling this. Tell me if I'm wrong. And if you have good friends, they will tell you what you're supposed to hear, not what you think you need to hear. Those are the ones you really, truly need to hold deep in your life and hold close. Because porn, flat out porn. Some of them are really funny. Others are just, oh my God, until racism is done, nobody will see me nude again. Well, time to pick a new career, sweetie. I actually tweeted that and got blocked. But still, I don't know, guys. We're kind of wrap it up right there. I've got videos dropping on both my channels tomorrow. I know, big, huge surprise, right? Thursday, hopefully, we're going to have a commission. You know, over on Jersey Joe's channel, we're going to laugh. We're going to have a great time. If you feel like you're getting pushed out of something that you like, push back. Nobody has the right to tell you you don't belong across the tabletop. Nobody. Nobody has the right to tell you you're a female, you shouldn't paint. Nobody has the right to tell you, oh, hey, you've actually been able to grow your channel. You've made a successful thing of your channel, that a company reaches out to you and goes, we want to give you preview material. We want you to paint. There are some incredibly talented female painters that I've become pretty good friends with. Dude, I'm too old to have shame. Are you kidding me? Even my son the other day, when he saw my iPad and was flipping through stuff, he goes, God, you got enough Pornhub open? I'm like, no, I'll do some more. And then I had to go, wait, how do you know about Pornhub? And he just smiles at me. I'm like, fuck. Like I said, I take that time, get to know people. You never know who's going to teach you about something or train you about something. Don't let the gatekeepers fuck up your happiness, because they are empty, shallow, stupid people. But on that note, thank you all for watching this one. Like I said, we've I stopped letting them do it for a little bit because of the idiots, but their content is coming back really quick. Matter of fact, on this channel, the monkey will be having his feelings about unboxing his orc army, putting it together, taking a look at the sprues, clipping things off the sprues and gluing them together. And the cuteness factor and the brat, they've already got some stuff brewing. So, yeah. Love you, Triple B. Seriously, I really love you, brother. You're an amazing dude. Yeah, but it is coming back. But like I keep saying, thank you so much for watching this one. I hope all of you who are watching this live right now, all of you who are on the replay squad, are having a great day, an amazing day. And I seriously mean this from this channel. I really hope one day to meet all of you across the tabletop.